Interestingly, Dennis Leary turned down The Departed. Interesting. This one was a film that had Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leary was big in the '90s. You remember the cigarette ads he used to do on MTV. He was almost kind of like. It's interesting how his career trying to took off because, um, it was like he was a mad Irishman, but he was cool though. It wasn't like he had a certain type of vibe about him, but it worked though. It was really an aura. So to find out that he turned down um, this particular film is interesting. But for different reasons, it was in conflict what he was working on because it was Rescue Me. It was on FX, the uh, the fire department show, which was big for. And Leary always seemed to make what I'd say kind of cutting edge choices for where he was in his career. He wasn't a guy that you felt like he was blowing his own horn. Of course, I remember when he was in Strictly Business with Halle Berry and Tommy Davidson and them. I remember that. So back in the day, he took some bit roles, but um, he was an interesting character. He had a certain type of aura about him, and so. But anyway, yeah, him turning down the Departed was interesting because that film was really good, and Matt Damon did an good job in it. Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson, and them, and Leonardo DiCaprio. So it would have been a real interesting role for him. But again, for profile, for different things, and sometimes films the timing just doesn't work out. So that's you just have to attribute to different things. But it would have been an interesting hit for him to say the least, when you find out. I always like finding out certain actors or actresses, when people turn down roles, could that have been a difference maker? Because he was what I call a pretty independent kind of mindset. Um, you didn't really, he played the game, but he had a kind of like in his own bag way. There's a reason why I could see a guy like that blowing up in the '90s because he kind of was like a foot between both sides, both worlds, but he definitely had his own orbit in the way he kind of projected himself, and I definitely liked the vibe that he was about as an actor. So but interesting would have been an interesting movie for him though, to say the least. It would have been definitely an interesting vehicle where he where it presents itself. Uh, where it would have gone, the trajectory. So, sometimes you kind of wonder in your mind like how he would have fit in that role. What it would have been like, would the film have been different? Those nuances, those sort of things, So um, it's just like, you know, how do we compartmentalize all that and take that into full account, and then you just go from there. But um definitely would have been an interesting mix to say the least had he been in that movie, because that was a good movie, and I think his presence could have definitely been felt in there. But anyway, uh let me ask you, do you think that would have made a break in his career at that juncture? And do you think that it was a missed opportunity, or do you think that everything went where it's supposed to go with Dennis Leary? I mean, it's interesting because he's an interesting what I call a character actor. So he fits in these kind of roles. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.